Welcome to another juicy, truth-packed episode of Financial Friday with yours truly on the Charlie Ward Show. We've got tariffs, tankers, tokenization, and a sprinkle of satire. So grab your coffee, your dinar notes, and let's deep dive into this week's big money moves around the world. Starting with Israel, Israel has finally dropped tariffs on US goods. A round of applause. It only took 50 years, and then boom, the US slapped them with a 17% tariff in return. That's like handing someone a cake and getting slapped with a plate. The White House said, hey, we waited half a century. This is fair play. America says, let there be reciprocity and revenue. The Outlook expects some strategic grumbling from Israel and behind-the-scenes adjustments. But it also signals that Trump 2.0 isn't here to play softball. This is what happens when you play economic Jenga for decades. Eventually, someone will pull the block. In an unexpected plot twist, President Putin has ordered banks and telecoms to reimburse stolen funds if they let phone scammers through. You heard that. Russia's going full Karen on fraudsters. Oh, and they're also limiting numbers on payment cards. I guess they're tired of everyone having more plastic than a Beverly Hills party. We could see other nations adopt similar accountability measures for fraud prevention. Mexico's new President Sheinbaum, decided not to retaliate with tariffs. Instead, she gave Trump the diplomatic nod. No tit for tat here, just tip. It's a rare move in global trade, but maybe Mexico's playing the long game. Expect more US-Mexico cooperation under a Trump-influenced policy reboot. When Mexico plays nice, America sells more rice. China's just got hit with a 34% tariff on top of a already hefty 20%. They fired back with investment restrictions on the US. Meanwhile, BYD is building a factory city bigger than Paris. That's right, 130 square kilometers of EV dreams. Forget Tesla, BYD is now the world's top EV maker. Eat your heart out, Elon. The Outlook: tensions will rise, but China's building its future at warp speed. When the US hits you with tariffs, build a city and a stadium to cry in. Vietnam is cutting tariffs on US goods like LNG, ethanol, and even cherries. They're also greenlighting SpaceX Starlink. That's not just diplomacy, that's future-proofing. Their economy is booming, but the currency is still stuck in low gear. The Outlook: a potential dong revaluation is on the horizon. My opinion: Vietnam is playing 4D chess. Tariff cuts, tech adoption, and trade diplomacy all in 1 week. Respect. Iraq is pivoting from oil to industrial growth, backing by $200 billion budget. Their foreign reserves are at records high, covering over 100% of currency in circulation. Expect major moves with the dinar soon. The Outlook: this is a setup for currency revaluation. My opinion: Iraq might be the dark horse of 2025. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. Ripple is pushing RLUSD globally, and its new stablecoin could change the cross-border payment game. XRP's EVM sidechain is live. Circle's filing for IPO. BlackRock got UK approved to go full crypto. Tokenization is booming with ARX leading the change. The Outlook: we're heading for a blockchain-based financial revolution. My opinion: if you're still ignoring crypto, you might be living under a rock, and not the black kind. Ukrainian bonds are crashing harder than a college kid after finals. Ceasefire talks are shaky, and investors know the US isn't handing out reconstruction cash like before. They defaulted last August, but nobody's talking about it. The Outlook: high risk, low reward. These bonds should come with a warning label. My opinion: Darwin Arwood meets Wall Street. President Macron says the euro should replace the dollar. Cute idea, except the EU economy grew just 0.9%. And Germany's in a 5-year recession spiral. France is losing businesses faster than a leaky boat loses water. Outlook, not happening unless euro hits the gym. Opinion, the dollar ain't losing sleep over this. UK's upping deposit protection from £85,000 to £110,000. Galaxy Digital is expanding. Boris Johnson wants Europe to cut social spending and boost military budgets. Boris, you are a really big bozo. Outlook, the UK is slowly becoming a hub for digital assets. Zimbabwe's gold currency equals inflation. Zimbabwe introduced a gold-backed currency. Prices in shops rose and people ran to night markets. Irony level maxed out. Outlook, gold may be solid, but if shops ignore it, it's not going to help. You can't eat gold. President Trump has dropped a trade bomb, slapping a baseline 10% tariff on everything imported into the US, with special surcharges on China's 34%, India 26%, and Japan 24%. The market reactions: Japan's nickel fell over 4.8%, US stock futures dropped over 3%, oil prices fell 3% as fears of slowed global demand kicked in. Currency moves: US dollar slid as traders rushed into safe havens. Indian rupee and Asian currencies took a hit. The international outrage: China has demanded immediate reversal of tariffs. The EU is drafting emergency measures to protect its industries. The outlook: expect a full-scale trade storm. This is Trump going full America First 2.0. Opinion: if Trump wanted to shake the world awake, he just rang the Liberty Bell with a sledgehammer. So there you have it, folks. Tariffs are popping up like mushrooms. Currencies are getting ready to revalue, and the world of finance is going full sci-fi with tokenized assets and stable coins. The summary: the US is on a global tariff spree. Iraq and Vietnam might be preparing for a currency shake-up, and crypto adoption is being led by giants like BlackRock and Ripple. China builds cities while Ukraine bonds crumble. Macron dreams, Boris screams, and Putin, well, his policy phone calls. Trump just kicking off a global trade reset. My final thoughts: the final financial world is shifting fast. Don't blink. You might miss the dinar pop, the crypto boom, or a whole new era of economic power plays. That's it for this week's Financial Friday on the Charlie Ward Show. I'm out like a Twitter bird logo, which, by the way, sold for £34,000. See you next week for more laughs, leaks, and ledger talks. Stay sovereign, stay sharp, and always follow the money. So for now, bye-bye.
Hi guys, this is a personal message from me. If you see a video on Facebook, you are following an imposter. I am not on Facebook. I have not been on Facebook since June 2020 when they removed me. Please redirect to watch all of my videos at charlieward.com. All official social media links are on my website. We urge you to stop following fake channels. I will never message you in a video. I will never ask you for money. I will never message you privately. I will never contact you directly. I will never ask you to email any information directly. I will never sell you cryptocurrency or any currency or ask you to open a quantum financial system wallet. Please do not get caught by these scammers who are out there. I do not endorse other truthers so that an imposter can say that I've said this. I will not ask you directly or indirectly to open a quantum wallet. So please be careful. If you want to check out the validity of anything, contact us directly via our website at charlieward.com. There's a contact page there. We have a customer care team there to help you.